Oh, what's going on, people? First off, to at Sally Vernon 2375 made a comment on the video. We need a new party. Again, all they wrote was MAGA, or all. I'm gonna guess it's a she. But back in the day, we used to call the not so manly of us Sally. So it could be Mike, Robert, George. Real name could be Vernon. I'm guessing this is your drag moniker, um, Sally Vernon 2375. Thanks for playing. But I looked at your profile on that, which is probably one of many fake ones, and you have no subscribers, no content. And I believe, the only comment you've made off of that account. So I appreciate you letting me be your first. Um, as I said in the video, if you watch the whole video, you're not invited to the new party. You guys took one. It's all yours. You take those old crusty white men that want to control everybody's lives. Those are yours to keep. Good luck. Now, the other part of this is these assholes, these MAGA. I just, there's not a term bad enough to describe you people. None. Just it doesn't exist yet. Garbage, not bad enough. Slime, not bad enough. Shit, still not bad enough. You're out here celebrating people losing their homes because obviously, probably whatever you're listening to with your MAGA bros and broettes is only talking about the people that have money, and the stars and whatever that are losing their properties. That's how you people are. You celebrate shit like that when it affects people that you don't care. But there's plenty of Republicans in that area. There's plenty of regular everyday people just trying to live life in those areas that are suffering, and lives have been lost. And then I seen a video comment, little 60-second clip, guy trying to look tough in the camera, saying that when the hurricanes in Florida, DeSantis handled it. The ice storm a couple 3 years ago in Texas, Abbott handled it, and then more or less just saying Newsom, failed. I mean, it's just your typical. That's what you've been told to talk about, so that's what you're doing now. It's just your newest talking point that you've been, given by your overlords. When the hurricanes came through Florida, that was not a long duration event. It was a couple days. The storm was gone. You had the ability to start cleaning up and rebuilding immediately. Of course, lives were lost. And at this point, you say DeSantis was prepared. He better be prepared. They've been having hurricanes in Florida for how long? If they don't have that figured out by now, then they have other problems. But at the same time, no one was out there celebrating the disaster that happened with Florida, Georgia, East Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, those areas that took the brunt of it. No one was out there cheering people's misery. Actually, the states, blue, red, didn't matter. They were sending resources. They, any help they could offer, they were more willing to give it. We had line crews from all over the Midwest coming into those states to help restore power and get things fixed.
Excuse me, but I have a question for my
No,
husband.
you ain't got one.
Is this going to be too big of a drill hole for that?
Yeah, it is. You need a smaller drill.
That's what I thought.
You need about an eighth of. I don't think we have an eighth drill bit anymore. I think the last one we had broke. So, so yeah, help was offered. No one was celebrating. when things went to crap in Texas, I was there during that ice storm. I drove into Texas right after the storm rolled through, like the very next day. I was delivering a load in Dallas. It was a complete shit show. It was a complete shit show. People were freezing to death. People were freezing to death. They knew the storm was coming, and he didn't prepare. And it was just a shit show. But again, no one was out celebrating people freezing to death, or the fact that Texas, with their own power grid system, was failing miserably. No one was celebrating that. And again, states were offering help. Didn't matter if it was blue or red. FEMA was there. You know, he was being offered help and money. That's still too big. This has got to be able to bite into that drywall. If you make the hole too big, it's barely going to hang on.
All right.
It's got to be 1/8 of an inch drill bit. So yeah, and I was there for 4 days waiting for the business I was delivering to get power so I could go deliver the load I had brought in. The TA, which was the only one that had power, were in the area I was in. We were there for 3-4 days. They were overcharging people on their Popeye's chicken. I mean, that's just the American way. The minute people are in need, we try to figure out a way to make money off of it. But yeah, but no one, again, was cheering that misery. And I'm sure there's going to be people who say, oh yeah, they did. You know, I heard this and I heard that, or blah, 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 blah. No. And if you did, they're on the same level of garbage, shit, whatever you want to call yourselves, as you are. And then California, this is a long duration event. It's a fire. You can't just snap your fingers, pee on it, and it's done. And people are dying. And people are losing their homes. And again, there's Republicans, there's everyday people, and these people are being affected. People are dying. And you have people on MAGA side of whatever you want to call your bullshit, making videos, making fun of what's going on.
Yeah.
I seen one guy walk out in the snow and say his house is fine as he picks up snow and throws it in the air. Now that's a true piece of shit. I wish you all the bad things that can happen to a human being with everything I got. You don't deserve to be around people. And I sure as hope you don't have kids, because, you know, there's another generation of awesome. I mean, good example to set for people around you. So there's that. I mean, luckily there are states around there, you know, Arizona, there are, and a few others that are offering, you know, assistance with firemen and firewomen and equipment and, you know, whatever they can. Of course, FEMA's there to help as usual. It's disgusting the way you people act. You've gotten to a point. There's nothing to describe just how low you are. There isn't. There's no term that's bad enough to describe you people. There isn't. So that's my thoughts on that ridiculous shit. But on that same token, another thing that irritates me about stuff that's going on in California, it's like I was seeing this morning, Paris Hilton has started a fund to help people affected by the fires. This is a person that comes from a family that's got more money than 10 generations can spend. And they always want to go out and put their name on something and make it look like they're doing something. I want to know how much she contributed, because they never tell you how much they put into it. How much did you donate? But you're always out here expecting average people working paycheck to paycheck to help. When all of you got, you know, the people out there that's got tons of money, listen, I feel for you as far as what you've lost, but my concern is not you. You have the resources to go anywhere you want. You will have housing the same day because you have the money to pay for it. My thoughts and go out to everyday people that are just working paycheck to paycheck that's watching their everything they worked for disappear and don't have the resources to just run out somewhere nice and rent whatever they need to rent to get by. But it annoys me if you got tons of money and you're gonna start a fund to help. Tell us how much you're contributing, because if you're just sticking your name on it so that other people will donate to it, keep your name. There is so much money out there. There is so much money out there. They could take care of everybody. But they're not going to. Because wealthy people, really wealthy people, want to keep every dollar they got. They want everybody else to pay for everything. That's my thoughts on that. I get so irritated. You want to start a fund? Good. How much you put in it? Let us know. Let us know so that people know what you're doing. I've never been a person that money was my top priority. I don't need all the trappings of wealth that these people seem to need. So I don't understand it. If I had $100 million and something like this happened, I'm going to donate a shit ton of money. What do I need $100 million for? I don't. If I had $1 billion, they wouldn't have to worry about a thing. It'd be taken care of. Why? Because I don't need $1 billion. So, call me crazy, but I'm good. I'm full. My belly's full. I got a roof over my head. I got a nice car to drive. I'm good. I don't need all that extra bullshit. And I'm not trying to impress anybody. So there you go. But that's my Sunday talk. I'm going to go help a crazy person here put up a curtain rack. Have a good one.